Okay, lesson 2.3 is solving multi-step equations. Monday was one-step equations. Wednesday was two-step equations. And now we are just in general at multi-step equations. A couple of different things we're going to look at. In this first set of examples, what do you notice on the left-hand side there? What do you notice is there? There's m, and there's not just one m, there's two m. So here we're going to talk about, before you start moving stuff from side to side, are there any like terms I can put together? And when I talk like terms, I'm talking about the fact that are there the same number or the same types of terms on both sides, or on one side. So for instance, here I have 11m and a 6m. Those are like terms, aren't they? So we're going to put 11m and 6m together. And we're just going to do whatever it tells us to do. What's right in front of 6m? That's what kind of sign? A negative, a minus. So that right there tells us that we are going to subtract. Okay, it's about 11m, and then whatever comes in front of the 6m. So what is 11m minus 6m?
Will you grab me a calculator?
Okay, grab the calculators if you need it. What's 11m minus 6m?
8m.
No.
11 minus 6. 5.
5m. So we're putting those like terms together. 11m minus 6m is 5m. What else still remains on this side of the equation?
What sign? Negative 8.
There's still a minus 8, yes? So 11m minus 6m became 5m. The minus 8, I haven't done anything with it, so I just carry it down so I don't lose it. And then equals, what's on the right side? 22. Now that should look like an equation we did yesterday. We did this type of equation yesterday, didn't we? If it's 5 times m minus 8.
You just add the 8.
Yeah, the last thing done, it's 5 times m minus 8, so we're going to add 8. If I add 8 on the left, add 8 on the right. The 5m will carry down. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0, right? It cancels out. That's what we want it to do. Carry your equal sign down. 22 plus 8.
30.
30.
5 times what?
Yeah, 5 times what equals 30 is one way to think about it. I was going to say, are we done yet?
No.
And we're not done because m's not by itself, right?
So you have to divide the 5.
Yeah. If we, excuse me, if it's 5 times m, we want to do the opposite. We want to divide. So if I divide by 5, what is 30 divided by 5?
30 is 6.
6. So we end up with
M equals 6.
m equals 6.
What was that scream?
Okay. Try this next one.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
2y plus 5 plus 5y equals 14.
Oh,
What do you notice?
there's 2y and 5y.
Okay. There's 2y and 5y, and specifically those y's are on the same side of the equation, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what are we going to do with 2y and 5y?
Add it.
Okay, we're going to add them because it says 2y plus 5y.
And it equals 10y.
Add
7.
7y.
Whoops.
Don't forget, what do we still have here?
The plus.
Plus 5
Oh,
and the equal 14s, yes?
yes. Now you have to subtract. No, you have to add the 5 from both
Well,
sides,
you
right?
subtract the opposite.
Oh, yeah, so you have to subtract the 5s from both sides, and then you cross out the 5s, and then you do 14 minus 5.
Okay, so remember, what's the last thing being done to y? If it's 7 times y plus 5, the opposite of plussing 5 or adding 5 is to subtract 5. If I subtract 5 on the left, subtracting 5 on the right, I still carry down my 7y. 14 minus 5 is
9.
9.
But you're not
Am I done?
No.
And I know I'm not done because there's a 7 with the y.
So you have to do divide, multiply, divide,
Okay, what's currently keeping 7 and y together?
the multiply.
Multiply.
So
So what's the opposite of multiply?
Divide to 7, and 7, so 9 divided by 7 is, that gives me an odd number, it's 1.285714286.
Okay, so let's go with the non-calculator. Non-calculator answer. What is 9 divided by 7? 9/7.
Wow, that's pretty smart.
Okay? In other words, so David was getting some crazy decimal on his calculator, it sounds like, which is what I would expect here. And that's correct. But Math Excel isn't going to want a crazy decimal.
Yeah.
Math Excel is going to want a fraction. They're going to want a fraction. So if you do 9 divided by 7, you get a decimal. Just back up and put it as 9/7.
Yeah, on the homework I put in the decimal, like,
Counted you wrong? Yeah. Not surprised. Okay. Next row. What's new in this next row?
The parentheses.
Okay, they're throwing parentheses at us. You guys know what to do with parentheses. We did this last chapter. Multiply.
So 2 have 6.
So we have to take this 3 out front and, do you remember the word? No.
But,
what is it? Crap.
Begins with D.
decimal. Oh.
Distribute.
Oh.
Okay, so well,
When you have a number out front of a set of parentheses
So
and you have adding or subtracting in the parentheses, we're going to take whatever's out front and we're going to distribute it.
so 3 times 2 is 6. 6, so it's gonna be 6x, and then 3 times negative 6 is Jabal.
Okay? So take this 3 and distribute it. 3 times 2x
6x.
is 6x. I like to, if this is just a positive 3 out front,
Yeah.
I like to just think I'm just going to carry down whatever sign this is. So I'm just going to carry my minus sign down. 3 times 6 is 18. And my equation still equals 18.
So you have to add the 18 to both sides.
Okay. And this is back to what we were doing yesterday, right?
Yeah.
If it's 6x minus 18, I'm going to add 18. If I add 18, I'll take it, Connor. If I add 18 on the left, we're going to add 18 on the right. So I have 6x minus 18 plus 18 is,
36.
well, this is 0. I assume, did Dr. Austin know?
No.
Do you need a pass? Okay. Minus 18 plus 18 will
It's
cancel.
36, but I'm probably wrong. Whatever I said.
Well, it depends which side we're talking about here.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what side I'm talking about. I just heard you say 18 plus 18.
There you go, sir. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so on the left, what I was talking about, minus 18 plus 18, and negative 18 plus 18 is just going to cancel and become 0.
Oh,
Negative 18 plus 18, negative something plus positive something. is going to be 0. Those are going to cancel out. Now on the right, what you guys were trying to give me, 18 plus 18 is 36. Okay. 6x equals 36.
X equals 6.
X equals 6 because?
6 times 6 is 36. 4, 6, 5, 36 is 6.
Okay. I like to teach if it's 6 times x, we're going to divide by 6. And 6x divided by 6 is x. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Okay. On the right. Or on the right problem.
There's too much.
We start distributing.
Okay.
4 times R.
We're going to have to distribute now. If you're hesitating a little bit because you don't like all this stuff being on the left, we talked yesterday, can we go ahead and flip the equation?
Yeah.
Yes, we can, right? So I can go ahead, if I prefer, and say that, okay, I'd rather say negative 4 times r plus 6 equals negative 63. Now, what did Rylan tell me I have to do here? We're going to distribute. What is the number I'm distributing?
Well, negative 4.
Negative 4 out front, yes? So negative 4 times r.
What's 4R?
Negative 4 times r is what kind of 4r? Yeah. Negative 4. I didn't hear you say the negative the first time.
Oh, yeah, it's a negative 4.
Now,
That's fine.
a lot of you guys are being a lot quieter today, so I think I'm going to have to start moving,
Yeah, I'm just
doing
not
some
talking.
calling.
I was very tired. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking.
No excuses.
Excuse.
Nope, no excuses. Okay,
I've been talking to you.
we're going to distribute the negative 4 times the r. Negative 4r. Now, what about negative 4? What else do we have to do with the negative 4?
Alright, then.
Distribute.
Distribute to what?
6.
The 6. What is negative 4 times 6?
Negative 24.
Negative 24. Now, notice, enough with the noise. I put minus 24. You have two options. You could write it as plus negative 24 if you want. But once I know a negative times a positive is a negative, I like to just write it as minus. I think it's a little easier. And it equals negative 63. Okay. Negative 4r minus 24 equals negative 63. If it's negative 4r minus 24.
You have to add it.
You're supposed to stop talking now.
I'm sorry.
So I'm getting ready to tell David to stop talking, Rylan to stop talking.
I'm
So I
sorry.
want to force some other people to talk here.
Well, I'm just saying you have to add it.
Okay, if it's negative 4r minus 24, we want to add 24. If I add 24 on the left,
You have to do it to the right.
we're going to add 24 on the right.
39.
So negative 4r is negative 4r. Negative 24 plus 24 cancels. Negative 63 plus 24.
39. Negative 30.
Calculator should tell you negative 39. Okay. Okay, Robbie, I want you awake.
Oh, had to call.
Okay, you got this. Negative 4r. I don't even need an answer right now.
Okay.
Just what's the step I take?
You divide. Crap.
But you understand why, right?
Yeah.
It's negative 4 times r.
Yeah, and then you.
So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to divide.
See, I'm tired.
No excuses.
I knew it. I just.
If I divide the left by negative 4,
You have to do it right. So that was that.
we divide the right. Now, let's see here. We're going to end up with r Negative 39 divided by negative 4. Well, answer me a question first. What is a negative divided by a negative?
A positive.
A positive. So I know my answer is positive. Now, I don't know, Robbie, did you ever try it? 39 divided by 4. Do we get a nice, neat answer?
Nope. So we're just gonna have to do negative 39 over 4, negative 4.
Okay, you get a decimal. Now, here's what, Math Excel will not let you put negative 39 over negative 4, I don't think. But a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And so I think you would probably be looking to put positive 39/4 because the negatives will cancel each other out.
Wait, so I put 2 negatives in a thing over 4.
Does it let you?
Yeah, it let me.
Okay, maybe it does. I would have guessed it wouldn't. But I'm not knowing for sure. I don't know. I don't know either until I get in there and try. Okay. Next.
Okay, well next. This one's
Okay.
just the same way. You just have to cross multiply.
What's different about this one?
Well,
There are
okay,
obvious answer, guys. What do you see?
Fraction.
fraction.
Fractions, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you like working with fractions?
No.
No.
Probably not. So what I like to teach here is let's get rid of the fractions. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
So look at the denominators, and when I say denominators, I'm talking about the bottoms. What do 5 and 4 both multiply into?
What? No.
Now what do they both multiply into? What bigger number?
20.
20, yes.
But it's first.
So what I'm going to suggest we do is that we multiply both sides of the equation by 20. Now, as I multiply both sides of the equation by 20, what is 20 as a fraction? Anything can be a fraction by putting it over 1.
Oh,
Did I see that back there, Ayla? Thank you. Okay. Putting it over 1. And I know you guys are not fans of cross-canceling anytime I try and do this, but I'm still going to keep trying. Because that's what I guess you could do 20 times 2 and divide by 5. I prefer to say 5 and 20. 5 divided by itself, 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And so now what is 4 times 2b?
8b.
8b. Plus. Now we've got to do the same thing right here, and I'm actually going to write in a 20 over 1 right here. 3b over 4 times 20 over 1. Take the 4, divide by itself. 4 divided by 4 is 1. What's 20 divided by 4?
When I don't it is 5
5. So what do I have to do with that 5 then? 5 times 3b. And what's 5 times 3b?
15b.
15b. So now on my left, I have 8b plus 15b.
Now you have to get the b by itself.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I have a blank on my right. I need to know what's on the right.
20.
Nope.
3.
What's this say right here?
3.
Oh, 3.
It says 3. It says 20. What are we supposed to be doing with these?
Multiply.
Multiplying them.
Yeah.
We multiplied the left by 20. We got to multiply the right by 20.
Yep.
20 times 3 is
60.
60.
Can't you just give me at 18 plus 15?
Are they like terms?
Yep.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's the nice part. This one finishes easy. And the 8b plus 15b, they're already together on the left. So they're like terms.
So nothing.
What's 8b plus 15b?
8 plus 23.
23b still equals 60.
So you're gonna have to do 23 divided by 60.
If it's 23 times b, we're going to divide by 23.
And 60
You can't.
divided by 23.
Technically you can, but you get a decimal, right?
Yeah, so
You get a not pretty decimal.
it's
So,
gonna be negative, right?
No.
No,
do you see any negatives here?
no.
60 divided by 23 is just 60 divided by 23. Don't throw extra negatives in when they don't exist. Okay. We've got another one with fractions, right?
Yeah.
So if you remember, the first thing I did is I multiplied by 20, and that's because that's what 4 and 5 can both multiply into. Now, this one got 3 denominators. Don't go too big, but I don't want to know what kind of number does 9 multiply into, that 6 multiplies into, and 3 multiplies into. So basically, like if I were to get a common denominator, what kind of common denominator would I get between 9, 6, and 3?
36.
We could. I was going to go smaller than 36. Now, here's what I'll say. 36 works.
18.
It just gives us bigger numbers. 18 is your least common multiple that will work. So that's ideal. But if I use 18, Rylan uses 36, we're going to meet in the end. It is doable. If someone says, oh, well, I multiplied 9 times 6 and got 54, you could use 54. There's options here. Okay, so multiplying by, you guys okay with the 18?
Yeah.
And if I make 18 a fraction, it's 18 over 1. Oh, I didn't even switch this equation, did I?
No.
Okay, well, we can do that later. It'll work.
Towards the end.
Okay, what about 18 over 1 times 1 over 9?
18 times 9.
Where do you see 18 times 9? 18's on top, 9's on bottom.
Well, I'm cross multiplying. That's.
You don't know. There's no cross multiplying. Cross multiplying is not a thing. It's a thing when you're solving like an equation or a fraction equals a fraction. But when you just multiply a fraction, you just multiply across.
Oh, so it's 18 over 9.
And what is 18 divided by 9?
I don't know. That's a great question. 18 divided by 9 is. What is it doing this now? 18 divided by 9 is 2.
Okay. Now, and what I would have said to this is, okay, if I do 9 in the denominator, 9 divided by itself is 1. If I do 18 divided by 9, 18 divided by 9 is 2. And then you're just left with 2 times 1, which is
2.
2. On the right, I'm multiplying by, where can I put it? 18 over 1. So when I do 5 over 6 times 18 over 1, have you figured out the cross canceling?
No. Well, yeah.
I'm going to take my denominator of 6 and divide it by
1.
itself. So I get 1. What's 6 divided by 6?
What?
1. Then divide the top, the other diagonal number, also by 6. What's 18 divided by 6?
18 divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3.
3. Okay, now what numbers do I have on top to multiply on those two fractions?
3.
There's a 3, and what's on top of the other fraction?
2.
No. Where do you see a 2? Right here.
5. Oh.
A 5. And 3 times 5 is
15.
15. There's a minus sign here. I'm going to carry my minus sign along. And then m over 3 times 18 over 3. Well, same thing, guys. What's 3 divided by itself? 3 divided by 3 is
1.
1. So then I do 18 divided by 3. What's 18 divided by 3?
18 You said what?
18 divided by 3. Where's everyone else in this?
6.
Give me some answers, guys. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now, what do I multiply the 6 by?
The M.
The m. And 6 times m is
6M.
6m.
Now you have to add 15.
Nope.
Add 6M?
Nope.
I don't know.
Okay. If we want to get 6m by itself, which is what we want, right?
Where do we divide?
Hold on. Quit throwing things out. Pause. I'm trying to get m by itself, which means I want to get 6m by itself, yes?
Yeah.
First of all, if you're not okay with this, could you flip sides?
Yes, you can. You can always flip sides.
But here's the idea. I want to get 6m by itself. What kind of 15 is hanging out over here with 6m? Is it positive or negative 15?
Positives. So
Positive 15. So if you have a positive 15, how do I get that down to 0?
15 divided by 0.
No. If I have positive 15, and I'm trying to get it down to 0, we're going to
Divide. No. Add. No.
how do you get 0?
Multiply. I don't know.
How do I move a term here to the other side?
I would just
You have two choices, add or subtract.
add.
But 15 plus 15 is 30.
So you subtract it.
There we go. This is a positive 15. If this is a positive 15 and I want to get it to 0, I'm going to subtract 15. I don't care that that's a minus 6m. That minus is on the 6m.
Yeah.
To move the 15, we've got to subtract 15. If I subtract 15 on the left,
I do it to the right.
subtract it on the right. 15 minus 15
0.
cancels. I'm left with
1.
15's cancel. On this side is, oh gosh, negative 6m.
2 minus 15 is negative 13.
2 minus 15 is negative 13.
Now we're not done yet, so we have to add the 6 to both sides.
How are 6 and m hanging out with each other? That's negative 6
Oh!
times m.
Yeah.
So we want to
Divide.
divide. Negative 6 cancel. M.
So 13 divided negative 13. 13 divided by negative 6. It's, you can't do it, so it's,
You get a decimal, right? Yep.
so it's,
So 13 divided by 6 is a decimal, so we're going to say
it's
13 over 6. Now notice a negative divided by negative is a
Positive.
positive. Do we need to stand up and take a stretch break?
No, we need to keep going. So we can get this left.
Well, this is me teaching David, and
I'm listening.
I've got a few people following along, but this is not how this class is going to work, guys. I know, but you're not even watching. I can't even tell if you're awake.
I've been writing everything down.
I want you guys interacting with me.
I've been paying attention.
Yesterday was great. I felt like everyone you guys were participating, you were watching me, you were following along. Today we're full of excuses.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm shut my mouth now.
2 more.
Someone else answered it.
By the way, we have to be done with these 2 to leave class today.
Oh,
Okay.
Now, granted, we've got 12 minutes,
so if we go.
which honestly, we can get these done in like 3 minutes if you guys would actually work with me. You guys know these steps here. Now, what's different about this bottom row?
It's
There's
a
what?
Bigger number.
No. What is there we haven't seen yet today?
The point. That's what.
Decimals, yes?
Yeah.
Now, you have 2 options. You guys like to use calculators, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are decimals pretty easy as long as you have a calculator by your side?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you can plug them into a calculator, you're fine. And so I think I'm just going to have you guys do these as is. I do sometimes teach how do we get rid of decimals, and that's like multiplying by however many decimal spots there are. Like in this one, 3 decimal places. So if we multiply by 1,000, then you don't have to work with decimals. But my opinion is if you guys have a calculator, isn't it okay to work with decimals?
Yeah.
So just think of this as a 2-step equation. 0.5x
Times.
minus,
Oh, sorry.
hold on, quiet, minus 2.325 equals 3.95. Not a David. I know I'm going to say not a Rylan. I know you know the steps. Nope. Quiet.
Oh, man.
What's step 1?
She's way nice, guys.
Halen's doing it back there. What'd you do for step 1, Halen? I want to make her talk for a moment.
Yeah, what did you do?
What'd you do? Because I can guarantee, I'm 99% positive you did it right. What's the step you took? Three, two, five. Yep. I like it. Yep. Okay, she's got it. This is what I want to see. Halen may not talk to me, but I can tell she's following along, and I can tell she knows what she's doing.
I know.
Just because I can see her following along. She'll make motions to me, mouth things to me at times, even though I don't always hear her voice. Okay, so I agree. If this is minus 2.325, we're going to add 2.325. Now, with that in mind, on the left, I still have a 0.5x. Those guys are gone. I don't know. What's this add up to be?
That's a big problem. I can check that. 3, 2.
Thank you.
Oh, she's up the roof.
Okay. Are we done?
No. You have to divide 0.25 to both sides.
About 0.5. I don't have a 0.25 in this problem.
I said 0.5.
Oh, I heard 2 in there.
I heard 2.
Mine
Okay.
said 2.5.
So, if it's 0.5 times x, we're going to divide by 0.5. What I do to the left, I do to the right. And my calculator is going to do the magical math for me. 6.275 divided by 0.5.
Here I've got you 6.275 divided by 0.5, which gives exact 12.55.
Keep in mind, David's not supposed to be answering. You guys can answer.
Wow. This total
Enough with the noises.
I'm sorry, you did that.
Okay. Now, last one. It's a little different in that it's flipped, isn't it? If you want, I don't know, do you guys want it flipped or do you care?
I don't care.
If I flip this, 2.4 minus 0.6x equals 1.2. Now, okay guys, don't fall for it. What number am I trying to move right now?
The 12? No.
What do I have to get away from the x? Right now it's a 0.6x. I need to move the 2.4. It's a positive 2.4. So we subtract it, right?
Yeah.
I don't care that there's a subtraction sign in here. It's what kind of sign is 2.4? It's positive, so I'm going to subtract 2.4. So 2.4's cancel. Negative 0.6x.
That's gonna, hold on.
1.2 minus 2.4.
Hold on. 1.2 minus 2.4 equals negative 1.2.
Okay. Am I done?
No, you're not. You have to divide it.
Negative 0.6x. Divide by negative 0.6. Love it when it works out so nice. 1.2 divided by 0.6 is 2. Now, tomorrow, I'm gone again. Remember I told you that earlier in the week.
I wasn't here, so I didn't hear you.
Tomorrow is a work day. Now, I don't think I originally planned to open 2.3, but I might go ahead and open 2.3. Here's the deal. I'm getting frustrated. When I leave and there's a sub, what do I expect to happen when I get back? There should be work done. That didn't happen on Tuesday. I don't know what you guys did, but you did not do much math. And I have proof because a lot of you still haven't done the homework. So, your homework is lesson 2.3. Now, I don't think anyone should walk in here tomorrow and tell Mr. Garner they have every single thing done and nothing to do. I don't think any of you get to do that. All of you guys have stuff to do. And I want you guys working on my math in my class tomorrow. Understood?
Yeah.
I will tell you